You know, one of the things that we're committed to here at CCEF is really seeing the local church flourish. We talk about wanting to see a culture of grace and growth in the life of the church. And people are always asking me, well, you know, what's necessary? And I think it's real easy to immediately kind of default to programs and systems and structures. And while I think that's important, I think probably before that, there has to be a culture, a tone, a climate, if you will, in the community of believers. And I would say at least three things are vitally necessary. First of all, there needs to be this ability and people growing in their ability to speak wisely about their struggles, whether it's a struggle with a sin, an experience of suffering, that they know how to and where to speak about those things. So a climate or a tone of godly communication. And people then being able to listen well and then speak compassionately and wisely back into people's lives. So that's one essential ingredient. The second essential ingredient would be just a climate of redemptive love. Galatians 6:1-2, that when someone is caught in sin, those who are more mature, who are wiser, are able to come alongside someone and restore them gently with humility. So there has to be that climate of redemptive love, that it's okay to fail. And we're going to come alongside you. We're not going to beat you up when you fail. The third thing that I think is critical, in addition to these first two, is just practical burden bearing. That when people are struggling and hurting, we're okay about shouldering their burden, them shifting some of the weight of their struggles onto us and us walking alongside them. We're going to be okay with having my lifestyle cramped, because it means I'm bearing a burden, I'm shouldering the load of one of my brothers and sisters in Christ within the context of the body of Christ. It's got to get to that level. It's got to be that earthy. It's got to be sacrificial. So people speaking wisely, a climate of redemptive love, practical burden bearing, then you can put systems and structures in place. And those are very important because the church is an organism. It's a living thing, but it is also an organization, and it needs structure. So as leaders in ministry, we not only need to be concerned about this climate, this culture, but we also have to be thinking wisely. In this particular context, how do we structure the life of the church, small groups, other types of one-on-one opportunities? How do we structure the life of the church in such a way that people who are seeking out help, people who are being equipped to give help, are meeting and offering that help? That to me is utterly important before systems and structures.